What's up, guys? Today we're taking the Doghouse off the Freedom 100 project. Basically, this is the first step to our swap. We already got the Crown Vic engine and trans out, so we'll start tearing this thing down. So we're starting with the hood right now, and we're taking the fenders off and the whole front end because it's just going to be a lot easier to get to these frame rails down here and take the engine and trans out. We did it. What do you think, Morgan? All right, so now we got the hood off. We're gonna start working on probably the front bumper, this whole front cowl, headlights and everything. We'll have to see how this radiator support and everything goes. Just like a few bolts, and then I think it's fender time. So unfortunately I lost audio on this part of the clip, actually the rest of the video. But as you can see, my buddy's undoing the bolts on the front bumper right here. There's like 2 on the sides and I think 2 on the bottom. Pretty easy uninstall, I guess. Here we are wiggling it off the front of the frame rails, and we decided to kind of put it into the bed for safe storage. I'm starting running into space issues in this shop. It's about a 24 by 24, but you use up that room really quickly when you have a full-size truck in here. So here we are, we have the bumper off now. As you can see, the 2 holes in the top of the frame rail, and then there's 2 on the side. The next thing we started to do, we needed to drain the radiator. So that's what we do here. There's a little petcock at the bottom of the radiator, and we're just draining the fluid into a bucket. So once the fluid was fully drained out of the radiator, we decided to pull it out. As you can see, the radiator was leaking quite heavily, just due to the corrosion on the fins and everything. We're going to try and sell this off with the engine and transmission, the original ones. Just a few bolts on the side of the uprights there came right out. Now we're here looking at the different things to take off for the grill, but we actually ended up deciding to take off the whole doghouse. So as you can see here, we actually pulled off the whole doghouse. Unfortunately, I didn't get this footage. We were kind of short-handed and a little stressed out trying to pull it off, so we forgot to click the record button. But as you can see, there's just a few studs on the side, and then there was actually just 2 main bolts in the front on the frame rails right there, those 2 big holes. And the whole thing came off together very easily. So I wanted to get more footage for you guys that actually cared for how this came off. There's actually these points on the frame rail, it's rubber bushings. So that's your 2 front main points on your doghouse, and then over here on the body where the fender's attached, there's 2 oval holes here, and then it's going to connect into, I guess, the bottom of this rocker here with the 3rd point. So here we are inside the vehicle. In order to get the fender off or get to these points on the outside, you have to come inside here. This is the inside of the door where the hinges are, and you can access the hole right there above the top hinge, and then in between the top and bottom hinge there's this other access hole, and you can see right there is a 2nd hole. If we go underneath the vehicle, there's another one on the back side of the rocker. Now, in order to get to the hinges for the hood, actually, you have to take apart or drop the heater box, and then there's like 2 bolts in the firewall, maybe 3, 1, 2, 3, and then a few on the side, I think 2 here. Yeah, so here are the hinges I was talking about. It's got 2 fore-aft studs, or bolts rather, and then we have 2 lateral studs that go in, and this is where it goes in on the body of the truck. There's a side in the front. Pretty simple to get to. Just like I said, you're going to have to drop the heater box on the passenger side if you still have it. Here are the points for the driver. Same thing on the fender for this side as well. You access them through the hinge holes. It's pretty simple, just with a standard box wrench. So that's all I got for this video. In the next one, we're going to be ripping out the drive line. So that's going to be removing the exhaust, then the engine and transmission as a unit, the drive shaft, and all of that. And then we can start getting into the fun bits, which is going to be getting our adapter kit and cutting our frame, welding in the boxes for the Crown Vic suspension to go in. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions on anything I didn't cover or anything that you need more information on. We're still undecided on what kit we're going to use, but stay tuned and you're going to find out soon. Anyway, have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next one.